Sabina Nessa, another young life ended brutally on the street by a stranger. Walking to a bar on a Friday night, she messaged a friend to say she was 10 minutes away.
That's when Sabina Nessa decided to take a shortcut through this park in southeast London. The court heard that she was running late and usually avoided the park for fears of her safety.
Waiting here was someone with a history of violent behaviour. Koci Selamaj, an Albanian living in East Sussex, had no criminal record in the UK or abroad. He pleaded guilty earlier this year. Today, in the High Court, the judge said Miss Nessa was the wholly blameless victim of an absolutely appalling murder, which was entirely the fault of the defendant. He added, it is a striking feature of the defendant's case that clearly deliberately it is not suggested by him that he had any remorse for what he did to Sabina Nessa.
How could he do that? How could he hurt my sister, knowing that the thought that he was waiting for some woman to attack her and do what he wanted to do? I was just thinking, what a horrible animal, vile animal he is.
The prosecution say on the day of the murder, Selamaj was looking for a sexual encounter. Staff at his hotel in Eastbourne say he was acting in an odd way. He ended up driving around Brighton and then to Kidbrooke in London. He's then seen here, parking up before going into a supermarket. Inside, he paces one of the aisles. He picks up a rolling pin, which he then buys. It's believed he was planning to use this as the murder weapon. Instead, he would use this metal traffic triangle from his boot. At his sentencing, which he refused to attend, members of Sabina's family watched harrowing footage of what happened shortly afterwards. As Selamaj ran up to her from behind, CCTV captured part of the attack. He was arrested a week later and then charged, but he has never explained his actions to the police.
Selamaj was arrested. He was very calm, confident, showed no emotion whatsoever. He was interviewed on a number of occasions and didn't provide any answers, which is his right at the end of the day.
His depravity extinguished a life that was celebrated just days after she died. Near the spot where she was found, hundreds remembered Sabina Nessa, and her death sent shockwaves across the country, with many women feeling that could have been my friend, my sister, my teacher, described in court as someone destined to inspire so many lives.
Emily, has there been any more reaction to the case?
Yes, Simon, we've heard from the Home Secretary, Priti Patel, who says tackling violence against women and girls is central to her beating crime plan, as is making the streets safer for everyone. At the end of the sentencing today, the family came out and they hugged supporters here. Some were holding signs against violence against women. And I think one of the most striking things that the judge said today in court was that Sabina Nessa had every right, as her family said, to be walking through the park, all glammed up, out to enjoy herself at the end of a long week at work. And this case has once again reignited the debate around violence against women and what can be done to make women feel safer on the streets. Simon.
Emily, with the latest from the Old Bailey, thanks very much.